The previous woman has been wandering outside for 2.5 years, just because she lived in a tent every day. Even if it rains and snows, day after day. One day, Lucy entered the mountains, encountered heavy rain. So she changed into a heavy raincoat in the car, ready to start the construction of the tent condensation. To cope with this wet ground, she started by laying a layer of waterproofing, so that on a flat ground. Set up the tent on top. Since the tent she's carrying this time is not large, just use the manual inflator, driving air in little by little. Seemingly simple job, but in the hot and humid summer, it's really Lucy who goes out alone. Very tough. After more than half an hour of operation, finally finished rinsing the triangle tent. After simply adjusting the position, just use a small hammer to hit the floor nails to fix the surroundings. All arrangements. Don't worry, even in windy weather. Considering that Lucy passes the forecast, found out that tonight's weather is windy and rainy. This reinforcement is extra careful. After completion of construction, Lucy pulled open the tent door curtain and entered the interior. Compact design makes building easier. For women who go camping alone, it's also quite appropriate. For ventilation, she rolled up the curtains and bandaged them. Allow outside air to enter the room to accelerate circulation. Make indoor life more comfortable. However, during the construction process, rainy days often cause water to accumulate inside the tent, so she took off her heavy raincoat. Use a rag to dry the floor and absorb water. Then the carpet can be laid on top. It is convenient to walk within. Make yourself at home. Then she can move the equipment inside the car. Today's rainstorm didn't stop for a moment. Make the construction work even more difficult. In order to have you who can lie down and rest at any time, Lucy first built a camping folding bed. Inflatable carpet on top. It's also very elastic to be able to sleep on it. Add a soft mattress pillow and a warm quilt. The conditions of this camping are no worse than those of hotels. Subsequently, the dog who had been waiting in the car for a long time also came indoors, come to the tent to protect the woman's safety. After completing the interior construction, she can finally take a break. Blow dry your soaked hair. Looking at the rainstorm outside the window, safe and comfortable with the shelter of the tent, Lucy placed the indoor equipment on. Also, in order to prevent mosquito bites in summer, mosquito repellent was also arranged. Even domestic water has long been stored. Convenient to use at any time. It's about to enter the night. Lucy will light up the camping lights, hanging in the tent. The warm little home has been completed since then. After a day of camping, Lucy is exhausted. She was so hungry that she took out the cassette stove, into the trachea. Light the pan, burn the oil, start frying. Homemade pizza is amazing with drinks. It's so delicious. However, she did not forget her pet puppy. Must have fed him well too. Just then the rain stopped. Lucy took out the camping recliner, holding a puppy at the gate of the tent camp. Comfortable. Enjoy a moment of peace and beauty. Then she laid down on the comfortable bed. Take a nap. By the time I woke up, it was already evening. After a good rest, Lucy started making dinner, with camping lights. The night is also quite bright. She adds fresh prawn and tomato broth to the pot, with rice noodles. Today's dinner is really quite sumptuous. Fortunately, the rain has stopped at night. Let Lucy save a lot of troubles. So she took out the game console, using tent cloth to project paintings. Noodles can play happily directly indoors. Perhaps this is also every people dream. Carefree playing alone. Don't worry about the stress of life. It's almost midnight. She has turned off the game and TV. Go to bed early. The next morning, mist lingers in the mountains. The morning is like a dream. The sound of spring water in the valley. Make Lucy in the morning very relaxed. After she wakes up in the morning, just come outside with the dog. Take a breath of fresh air. Start making today's breakfast. Cream jam with bread. And a small coffee. Wake up like this in the morning. It's probably the life that everyone envies. After tasting the coffee, Lucy is going to leave. She drains the air out of the tent, fold it and store it. Put in the car. Lucy drove in her car and continued her camping trip.